All right, time now for On Guard with Willie, who's going to break down the Giants off of last night. The question everybody is talking about.
What are you doing, Willie?
Just breaking it down.
He's breaking it down. That's all he's doing. See, thank you. Breaks it down in many ways. Was it a dirty hit on Beckham?
Not at all. I think we talked about it earlier. NFL can't have it both ways. These guys are too big and fast and strong. There's no window. If you see the opportunity, he had to make a tackle. He did. Listen, every receiver gets hit like this. They don't cry when Antonio Brown gets hit like this or Julio Jones. Just because of Odell Beckham, we want to get up and cry. Now, I understand why Giants fans are upset. Because when Odell went down, Cleveland started cheering and clapping.
Right.
That's not called for.
Snacks was upset about that.
But that's Cleveland. I played in the AFC North. Cleveland fans aren't friendly, and that's just the way it is.
Well, they live in Cleveland. Right. I mean, you got to cut them some slack there. Like, it was like two guys in the Giants said this is a dirty hit, and the rest of the world was like, now. And then fortunately, logic prevailed, I think, and we all realized that although it's unfortunate that he was apparently mortally wounded, it wasn't a dirty hit.
Well, and Bob, people are saying you shouldn't hit like that in preseason, but I mean, if you're getting ready for the season, don't you hit how you hit?
Guys trying to make the team, trying to impress the coaches, and he's got to do his thing. You know, you can't put these guys in bubble wrap.
No, that's fair. Should the Giants, Willie, be worried about their offense? Another very underwhelming performance out of Big Blue.
Yeah, the offensive line isn't playing up to par. The running back seem mediocre, and Eli's going to have to put on a Superman cape a lot. But can this defense carry them? That's the name of the game. But I think they should be fine. But this offense needs to catch up.
How much you worried about an offense?
I'm worried, Jonas. You know, you can't always just spotlight Eric Flowers. The whole offensive line, they couldn't open a hole.
Bob clearly didn't see the next question of the show, but that's all right.
But what I'm saying is that we're back to where we were last year discussing.
What'd you cover in that meeting, by the way? What happened in that meeting?
You should have come.
I should have come. But you're right. It's the same thing as what happened last year. Well, you mentioned him, Andy. Let me bring up Eric Flowers. Willie, you were on the bandwagon for Eric Flowers. You were then off the bandwagon for Eric Flowers. Are you back on the bandwagon?
He looked average to me, but I think he stood up and he competed against Myles Garrett. But it's about consistency with him. It's not that he doesn't have the tools, but can he play be a left-tier top tackle, every Sunday? He hasn't produced that, and our offensive line doesn't complement him. I think they got to move him to right tackle and move on from this.
Well, we're having the same conversation about Flowers and the same conversation about the offensive line and about the running game.
Last year all over.
What did it do last year? It never resolved. So I just think they didn't improve it. You can understand why it wasn't a strong draft for those positions. It wasn't an easy thing for Jerry Reese to address. But we go on in this cycle of is this going to be okay? And the answer is it's not. Flowers got a little bit of a ceiling, but I mean, truly, we expect this to go back and forth all year, don't we?
Yeah.
Inconsistency.
Well, it'd be interesting to see if it does go back and forth. Let me just jump ahead, Bob. I'm sorry. Is Geno Smith, Willie, in danger of not making the team? Now, this, of course, is a man you famously said can't crash the Porsche.
Right. Wow.
And I think he went right off the road, if I remember.
He's struggling right now. He's not looking like the Geno Smith they want him to be. The Giants may have to move on from him, but right now, Geno's, this is the life of a quarterback in the NFL. There's ups and downs. But can he meet the par? I don't know.
Well, let me just tell you, from a Jets fan perspective, that looked like vintage Geno Smith.
Yeah.
That interception, I've seen it 1,000 times.
You may want Geno Smith before the end of the season.
No. The only thing that would have been more vintage if he had missed the meeting because he got the time mixed up and then threw the interception.
He'll be stuck for the Jets week.
I missed one.
All right.
It was a West Coast, East Coast thing.